first one I got lined up for us is Fanum explains why streaming is fucked now. I'm gonna get my personal opinion on this first. Streaming is watered down because nobody wants to work. A lot of people don't know what they want to do in life and they don't want to work, so they think streaming is the easy route. That's not even like the major thing. My reason why streaming is fucked now is because everybody wants to clip farm. Clip farming is the issue with streaming. Nobody knows how to be a chill streamer. Nobody knows how to just play video games. Nobody really knows how to be decent humans. I'm not saying that every IRL streamer is a bad streamer because a lot of them aren't. But you have people like Neon back in the day. Like, I don't hear nearly as much stuff. What's that Jack dude? Whoever the Jack dude is who used to walk around with a bodyguard and all that shit. Like, niggas like that make streaming look bad and give streaming a bad name. And now it's looked at as like, it's all brain rot too, because niggas just want you to do dumb stuff on stream for shits and giggles instead of having like quality content, actual content, instead of just terrorizing other people. You feel me? That's my biggest thing with why streaming right now is not great. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Founding member of AMP and the guy that discovered Kai Cenat and brought him into streaming and brought him into AMP, let him live at their house while he was still at the time in the hood at his mom's apartment with the rat or the mouse flying through in the background. He decided to explain why in several clips streaming is just screwed now from when he first came in.
This is Fanum explains why streaming is fucked now. I don't know if you just got here, but I just sat there and explained why I feel like streaming is fucked. Long story short, clip farming is the biggest thing. IRL streaming is not terrible, but I feel like it's a downside of streaming because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like I'd rather vlogs instead of IRL streaming. And then people just streaming just to stream, not even for the love of the game, just because they think it's the easy way out in life.
To the game. And while he may not be a streaming, well, he is definitely not an OG in the streaming space, he has seen the evolution of it just from when he got in. So I'm gonna play you guys this first clip of him.
I don't even know who I would say the OGs of the streaming space.
And then we're gonna get into the more somewhat serious stuff in a second.
Chat, yo, this how streamers, this how the streamers be now. Look, yo, chat, I gotta take a piss, chat. Should I pee now or later? Chat, should I just pee now or later, chat? Chat, I gotta pee. Should I pee now or should I just hold it? Should I hold it or should I just pee now? Now?
He's not lying. He's not lying. I hate them. I hate these. Chat. Yo, chat. Like, bro, you could have a conversation with your chat without being like chat and then asking them every fucking question. Chat.
What? Chat. Or should I just walk to the bathroom?
Chat. These niggas is not themselves,
bro. This really makes me think of Neon, other than
they really not themselves
that I can think of off the top of my head. Because Neon was somebody,
chat, y'all got a dick for me?
Maybe a year and a half,
chat, should I do this? Chat, should I do that?
Certainly, he was just somebody that was absolutely.
Yes, I feel like a big part of it is these niggas are not themselves. They're doing what other people want them to do instead of making their own content. They're just listening to what other people tell them to do. They're not doing anything themselves. It's lame as hell. It's very fucking lame in my opinion to be sitting there and asking your chat what to do 24/7 and not doing what you want to do. That's not original content, bro.
By his chat. And I do think that's the drawback of some of these streamers blowing up as teenagers, is that you're a teenager and you're getting real-time feedback and peer pressure from thousands of people watching you, and you have this urge. You also haven't really grown into yourself yet, whereas like YouTube, it was a
peer pressure is a crazy thing. These niggas nowadays, they don't know how to say no. No is not in their vocabulary. They don't know how to do what they feel is morally right. They want to do what somebody else do. And it's dumb as fuck because the niggas that's telling you to do the shit that you doing, they wouldn't even do it themselves. So why the fuck are you doing it?
Different story, but a lot of these people like Fanum, for instance, they were grown by the time they got into streaming. So they don't have this like, yo, should I do this, chat? Should I do this? And it's trying to get interactions and engagement from the chat, but a lot of them are seriously like this. However, he goes and talks about the epidemic or pandemic or whatever you want to call it of clipping culture. And this is something that I've wanted to touch on for quite a while, but I just haven't had the right spark to hit on it. I didn't know on what topic I would do it. So I think today is a good video for it. So I'm going to play you guys the clip first.
Nah, I don't even think people trying to force beef. I think people trying to get their clips, get their views, get their fucking numbers up. Yeah, that's really what it is, bro. This whole shit
is watered down.
This shit a competition, man.
It's more about. I feel like a big part of like clip farming is like good clip farming, in my opinion, is the shit that Speed does. I don't watch Speed. I don't sit there and be on his streams and all that shit. But the stuff that Speed does when he clip farms, like backflipping into his setup, is actually funny. The shit where niggas be talking about other streamers for no reason, not funny. Or they do like offensive shit to random people in public, not funny. Like all that shit do not be funny, or like giving fake reactions and all that shit. Like, bro, that shit is not funny. Not even in the slightest, bro. Like, how are you enjoying that? It's not funny. It's not.
Throughout, all the way throughout. You know what I'm saying? This shit switched my game. Even it's down to the clipping nigga, bro. Even the Clippers is in competition. Word to my everybody, bro. I'm telling you, gang. Like, certain shit is facts. Other shit is cat. Certain shit is dead facts, though. No bullshit, chat.
Like, having clip pages and shit like that is just so lame.
Who could rage bait the hardest?
Yes.
Who could rage bait the hardest?
Yeah.
All right, who could get out the clip faster? All right, you know what I'm saying? But you know what it is, though? That's just how it is. It's facts. Everybody's spitting facts. It is what it is. You dead can't say nothing, though. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the game is now. The game is always evolving. It's either you adapt or you die, man. Real simple, bro.
And I don't even think it's it is adapt or die. But I don't think it's a die per se, because you still got niggas like Shroud, you still got niggas like Tim the Tat Man, you still got niggas like all these gamers who actually game and shit. They're still thriving really, really well. Yes, they get clips, but they're not clip farming. And it'd be ass because like, to get to one of these, the gamers, most gamers you see, they're hovering around like the really, really popular ones, 10, 20,000 viewers. You get to like the IRL streamers and shit, they pulling up with 50, 60, 70,000. The only outlier here is Queso. Queso is the only streamer I see that could continuously pull in 50, 60,000 people when he's just playing games all night. Other than that, I ain't gonna lie, they have like evolved and moved on from just gamers, because niggas don't have no attention span. Niggas don't know how to sit down and watch something for more than 3 minutes without it being some brain rot bullshit every 10 seconds.
What's a smart move to do, chat? You gotta shut the fuck up, you gotta backpedal, you gotta say something else, you gotta switch it up real quick. You know what I'm saying? See, me, that's why I ain't gonna lie, that's why my shit, I don't go nowhere, chat. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't even share my streams. No bullshit. Don't believe me. Go on my gram right now. Go check if I shared my stream. I don't even share my live. Man. I just click go live, gang. Dead ass. For what? We going mad hard, bro. It's too much. It's too much animosity. It's mad shit going on. They said y'all ruined streaming. How did I ruin streaming? How? Be real with yourself.
There's a difference between y'all. How did I ruin? It's not Fanum. It's more so, in my opinion, niggas like Neon, Aiden Ross, all them niggas who was doing wild shit. They was like forcing niggas to do these challenges and be disrespectful and cut off said person hair and shit for like bread and shit. That's them the niggas who ruin streaming.
You tell me how I end stream right now. Or if you tell me how I did that shit, I end stream. Oh God, I end stream. Nigga, where's my mother? There's no way I did that. They said AMP, but you can't. I'm still AMP, right? So
what did AMP do?
I'm still AMP. You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't just say you can't say that, gang. You feel me? I don't care if niggas talk shit, because I ain't gonna lie. One thing about me, and some of my niggas do not like it about me though. I ain't gonna care. But one thing I appreciate is a good hater. You gotta appreciate a good hater, chat. A nigga that know how to hate, fire. a good shit talker, I could appreciate a good shit talker, chat. Like, damn, like, you really have to think about that. You know what I'm saying? I like the D1 haters. I got, you feel me?
I don't think AMP is the reason that streaming is dead.
I am like that.
Or like the reason is bad.
I don't know, bro. I be laughing off a lot of shit. I'm gonna give it a buck. Soundboard not working. Let's see.
I'm going to break down a little bit of history here. So clipping goes back very, very far. You can go back to plug channels on YouTube, but if we're going to talk specifically on short form content clipping, in particular for streamers or influencers, Andrew Tate was that guy for it. What Andrew Tate did was he had this group of people in like Hustlers University or whatever, and he said, hey, you guys can make money by clipping my stuff on TikTok. And you guys clip my stuff, he gave them all of the materials, all of the interviews, etc., and they would start clipping it up, and a lot of his stuff was talking about, oh, this is how you make money, this is how you make money, and then they would have a link which would give them a commission on everything that was sold. So the incentive here was the money that they were going to gain via product being sold, and they had already bought the product as well. So that's where that came from. After that, Sneako was the first one to follow up on this. And what Sneako did was he already had a big audience that really just messed with him for him. And he started streaming, and then he just started encouraging people to clip stuff and saying that they would make money. And I think they were making money from like the TikTok creativity program. So he was like, yo, you're going to get views. And he was just copying Tate's like talking points, saying crazy stuff at the time. And he was blowing up. So people were doing this for Sneako. They were making some money off of it, or they were at least like clouding up off of it and getting these pages to a certain amount of follower accounts. So that's how that would be the first two. Then it opened the floodgates. A lot of other people started doing it, but Sneako's editor at the time, Musa, he was one of those people that started posting these clips of, hey, I make $15K a month.
Only some clip farming do be funny. The only clip farming that is funny, honestly, is like, as I said before, like the Speed shit. When Speed be doing them flips and he be like, he was just boxing his fans and all that shit. Like, that's not bad clip farming. Bad clip farming is when these niggas go in public and they be pulling pranks and throwing random shit at people. Or when that nigga, I can't remember his name. His name was like Jack or something like that. And it was like had his bodyguard walking around trying to antagonize people. Like, doing shit in public is weird. Or like that overly horny shit. That shit right there. Nah. That overly horny shit where you be having bitches on stream and they shaking ass all the time. I feel like that's where streaming became like weird, because a lot of IRL streaming where they be having women on and shit like that, it's not even streaming, bro. It's just motherfuckers want to be in somebody else's business and inside their life. That's what that is. That's not even streaming. That's not even content. Like, what you put a title. Like, I feel like it's not content and it's not a valid stream if you can't put that bitch on YouTube. If that shit has to be like a reality TV show and shit like that, it's weird to me. It is very, very weird to me. Because now you're just doing an IRL in real time reality show. And it's weird. Like, I'm not a fan of niggas who be having women and shit over and all that shit. It's dumb as fuck. It's built for people who have a box of rocks up here. That's what this shit is built for. Niggas who have a box of rocks up here. It don't make sense. It's just not even entertaining. You just sitting here watching niggas.
And I clip up Kai Cenat or a famous streamer. I post it on TikTok. I get these views, and this is how much money I'm making. And he pushed that heavy. So now all these teenagers are seeing that guy. I'll try to insert a clip of like the Musa ad, if you want to call it that, or the video that he would recreate a lot of the time, if I can find it. But that brought a whole generation of kids to say like, yo, I'm watching these guys anyway. I can just clip them and make money off of it. All right, so then we're in this new era. And what happens after this period of time is a lot of them start getting claimed. If they were uploading on YouTube, things like that, YouTube stopped monetizing channels that were just regurgitated content. So if you weren't Sneako, but you were posting Sneako.
That's how I feel. So I feel like this whole clip farming shit where these not actual content creators be having like 50 different clip pages. If let's just put Queso out there. If Queso or even Kai Cenat or Fanum, if Fanum was the person to say, hey, I have 2 clip pages. I have one for my main page. I have one for my second page. These 2 clip pages are mine, and they are actually my clips. They should get paid from that. None of them other motherfuckers should get paid from this shit. I shouldn't be able to go and make a clip page and just sit there and clip Queso stream 24/7 and have more followers than he does. That's dumb as hell in my opinion. That should not be a thing. That's dumb as hell. Yeah, I seen Trey got a clip page. That's valid. I firmly believe in clip pages. That's why YouTube Shorts and TikToks exist. I firmly believe that they should exist. It's meant for short-term content. But these motherfuckers having 50 clip pages and they all be having the same exact names, it don't make sense. It's dumb as hell in my opinion.
Go clips, you weren't going to get monetized. So the incentive wasn't there, because for people that were clipping like a Kai Cenat or something, it wasn't Andrew Tate where they were getting sales off of a product and they got commissioned that way. They only got it from the monetization on the views. This is where it comes in that people started paying streamers because they realized the value of, or streamers started paying clippers because they realized the value of a clipper. Because if a clipper can take good clips from their stuff, or many clippers, an army of them, then they can spread it everywhere. And they will, in turn, be more famous, more popular, and people will transfer to their streams. Some people did this on their own, like Jinxie, for example. He was a streamer that just clipped up his own stuff on his own page, and he grew that way. And then clippers started doing it for him, but I don't think he paid. But certain individuals, I'm not going to put the names out there, they started to create like clipping services or Discords where they would charge people and be like, hey, for this amount of money, or we'll pay you for this amount of views that you get as a clipper. Neon was one of the first people to do this. Aiden Ross, he used to buy these clipping pages or these streamer pages and say like, yo, you're just posting Aiden Ross stuff now. And now we're in this new era. And then the era gets even crazier because now it's not that it's saturated, but more people are recognizing the opportunity of clipping. What happens when gambling companies get banned off of Twitch and they're advertising everywhere else, they start reaching out to these clipping pages, in particular on Twitter and even on Instagram. And they're like, okay, you guys are getting this many impressions and views, put our logo. This is why in damn near every single clip of a streamer that you see on a Clippers page, there is some sort of a crypto casino plastered on there. That's because these guys are getting a ton of views. So it goes back to they can't make money off of AdSense because it's regurgitated content. Because they may not be getting.
I'm be honest, like I be seeing all this stake shit for like kicking all that shit. So that's why that should be on there. Because I used to wonder why like these pages will have like stake at the bottom and all this other shit. Even though advertisement works. But in a case where it has nothing to do with the video or anything like that, I don't see how advertising works. I don't know one bit, because if I'm watching a video that's branded around college football, why the fuck would I want to watch or care about a gambling site?
Paid as much from the streamers, right? And then now what's going to pay them the most is the gambling. So the more views and impressions they can get for this gambling sponsor, the more money that they're going to get paid. So now what is the incentive for the Clippers? The Clippers incentive is to get the best clips possible that are going to and by best, it means what's going to generate the most engagement, the most views, the most comments, the most replies, in particular on Twitter. And what does that? Rage bait content. So stoking the flame of things like that. And the more Clippers recognize these opportunities, Clippers have to get more creative with headlines. Think about them like Clippers now, I would say, are the equivalent of the National Enquirer or a TMZ. So if you guys are unfamiliar, the National Enquirer was the best, I believe it was the best-selling magazine for years upon years. And people were embarrassed to say that they read it. But it was still, no one would say, the meme was, there wasn't even a meme back then. But the joke was that nobody reads the National Enquirer, but everybody reads the National Enquirer because nobody admits it, but how was it still the #1 best-selling? But the National Enquirer was known for having headlines that were just salacious headlines based on celebrities. And then TMZ, of course, is the online version. National Enquirer used to be like at the grocery store checkout line, things like that. TMZ became the digital version of that. You could say Perez Hilton at the same time too. And a lot of people, they just trashed TMZ for many, many years. It's like, yo, TMZ's trash, yet TMZ's still here. And yeah, now the modern day
yeah, I think that is a I think, you know, looking at it, yeah, clip farming is bad. Like the rage baiting is bad. I think the number one thing that ruins streaming and like content when it comes to like YouTube, even shit like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all that, I firmly believe the issue with it now, because the overseeing arch of all this shit is monetization. Being able to make money off of rage baiting and like going on Twitter, being able to make money from making people mad so they interact with your post and reply and all that shit. That's where the issue lies, because you can't go on Twitter now without niggas just being like ignorant and saying dumb shit. You feel me? Like niggas, no, some people just do that shit for the love of the game. But it'd be a lot of niggas that just be like, why are you even saying this? Like defending Trump and all that goofy shit, or saying like any video that has anything to do with black people, even if it don't have to do with black people, niggas be on there and be like, yeah, it's always their kind. What? What are we talking about?
Celebrity, really.
I think money is the biggest issue.
It's not so much a TV star or a movie star or maybe even a singer. It's a streamer or a content creator or a YouTuber. And these clippers are the TMZ of that. So they're creating the salacious headlines, except they're getting paid from, instead of advertisers, these gambling sponsors. And now they're incentivized to create crazy headlines, and they're probably getting paid as well by streamers. So they're making money from many different angles. They're making money from upcoming streamers that want to get paid to get posted on their page. They're making money by piggybacking off of the popularity of the big streamers and using those headlines to get more impressions. And hey, if beef is happening, that means more views for them. But it's crazy because streamers were competing, right, for viewership, and now clippers are competing for that same, not the same viewership, but they're also competing
who can
for
get the fastest
amongst
clips
each other, because they each have like a gambling sponsor.
I don't get it. I feel like that's some loser shit to be a fucking stream clipper.
Then everyone's just gonna go watch them.
I feel like that's so lame.
We've got a full-on
extremely fucking lame
building right before our eyes. I don't know if the word beautiful is the right
word. It's like being a clipper has to feel like being that little brother that never amounts to shit. That little brother that never gets a job, that just becomes a bum and does all that shit. That's what that shit seemed like, just living under the wing of their successful sibling.
But it's something to marvel at, that's for certain. And it's only developing quicker. And Fanum is right, where he's like, yo, if you cannot adapt fast enough, you're cooked. Now, a lot of these streamers that have been here for a long time, they'll always stay at their level but they're just not going to gain new viewers. And not everybody wants that. But if somebody wants to stay at the top of streaming, they have to be up on all of these things. They have to be spending money on clippers, it's so funny to me when people are just like, yo, this person didn't spend any money on clipping. Okay, yeah, he just blew up just like that. Okay, good. Well, some people do blow up, but I'm in particular talking about a certain streamer that, yeah, he for sure shelled out a marketing bag, just like artists do for their albums, to get everybody to talk about it. And then once you get lit enough that your name brings in views, that's when you don't really have to pay for.
See, this is funny because I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. All in all, I just feel like when it comes to the streaming shit, it's watered down. Money make Reggie? You think Reggie pays motherfuckers to put his shit out there? I don't know. I feel like the biggest issues are clip farming, overly horny niggas, the boring content where that's just brain rot, where there's just a dude who's the main streamer and he just has women sitting in the background and two more niggas sitting in the background. That shit where everybody's just sitting around is not funny to me. Like AMP, I don't have an issue with them because like they're not having women infested content. That's not the content that they make. Their shit is not women infested. So it's valid. But these just niggas who just be overly horny and know they go get 1,000 views just because they got a bitch sitting in the back of their stream. That's the lame shit to me, bro. It's lame. It's not funny. It's not entertaining. And it's not interesting. It's just like the Love Island shit, bro. I will always bash shows like that, bro. Love Island and shit like that they're not good shows. They're terrible, terrible shows.